Peoples of the universe, please attend carefully. The message that follows is vital to the future of you all.
Yes, indeed. Vital to the future of us all. Well, not that. Well, the first message I will say is not. I'm a little under weather, feeling a little bit sick. Woke up this morning, I was like, I feel a bit sick. And I've steadily felt sick the rest of the day. I've taken various drugs, some of them quite fun. But alas, I still feel quite sick. I'm not sure how long I want to go. There's a lot of stuff to get to. Oh, my God, there is a lot of stuff to get to. It's just, and I haven't looked at anything for the last 2 hours. I've been, I took like 3 hours off. Right? I set up all my, I didn't even post on Facebook. I forgot. Or maybe I'll post it now. What's the name? I didn't post on Facebook. What's that new one called? Getter. Give me a second. Oh God, I got it, man. Now I went to my Twitter. I got the woman from G4 having her rant. We are going to talk about that. It's like bizarre, like disconnection from from reality that the fan media and the fans have. It's so weird. Doctor Who magazine is a great case in point. I mean, like it's like I understand. Some fans are okay. I don't think many fans are going, well, this is a golden age, Really? Do you think? I don't think that's going on. Right? I don't think they're really going, wow, we're not going to see the likes of these days. No. I was there when it was bad. Okay. I'm posted onto Facebook. Man. Yeah, so I took the last 2 hours, about a few hours off. So I watched Behind the Sofa of Sharda, which was very good. Man, really up for watching Sharda. I'm plowing through that disc on the season 17. Annoying thing is, somebody normally, as I said, rips it and sends it to me while I wait for my physical copy to arrive. So the first two discs, the best discs. Destiny of the Daleks and City of Death, nobody can rip, right? They're rip proof apparently. So I'm just having to wait till my physical copy arrives. So that's good. So I watched that, but then and I was feeling sick, and I have this guy locally who makes different soups each week. I sometimes get this week he made a minestrone, and did I need that? So I heated that up. I sat down and I watched Peacemaker. I've seen the first 2 episodes. Awesome. Okay, awesome. It's worth a subscription to HBO Max for. It's absolutely awesome. It really is fantastic. And I do find HBO Max generally do put out the best quality content. I wasn't thrilled about it because I think John Cena is a bit of a dick, with the whole Taiwan thing. I was like pussing out completely. But listen, I don't know. Maybe look, when you're a guy of that stature, I guess you have a lot of people depending on you. You've got a whole company that's going to go under if you don't say that. So I don't know what. Listen, I don't want to be. I feel it's wrong to judge without knowing all the facts. And that's something I'm really trying to learn. Unless I know everything, I'm not getting it. Not getting into it. Right? There's a a Rebbetzin, which is a female rabbi, genius, absolute. I know, absolute genius. I wish I could convey to you how smart she is. She is so. She's like 90 something or 85, but she is. Cracking. Oh God, I hope I'm not wrong. I thought I should be really insulted, but yeah, she was young during the Second World War, so she's cracking on. Okay, she would agree. So she's in hot water right now because there's this guy, this Orthodox Jewish guy called Chaim Walder who killed himself by his son's grave. So that's a whole story in of himself. But apparently he's got some there's some pedophile thing going on about it, right? So oh man, didn't post to Facebook yet. I got to do this. So she said something, and I don't know what it is, but everyone's really upset because she says something seemingly defending him, but I think My guess is she probably says something like, "We shouldn't rush to judgment without knowing the fact." Would be my guess. I mean, knowing this person. This person has a. Here's the thing. I don't understand why is it more common, but like, people should have some wiggle room if they've been right about a lot of stuff and they're a trusted source. You know, I can like. And there's like a you know, this demented thing to get them all the time, right? You know, I can be forgiven for not agreeing straight away, right? So yeah, no, it's probably a good idea to you know, not rush and judge. I guess that's a model of it. Anyway, but Peacemaker is so good, it's so funny. It's so worth your time. I mean, so yeah. So I also James Gunn, big lefty man. Can he entertain him? And what's the other one? Taika Waititi, whatever his name is. Man, they just deliver, right? They deliver the goods. Like it was every time, and he's really delivered it here. It's so funny. It's so heartfelt. It's so down to earth. It's so street level. So imagine, like, these are the loser of the loser superheroes. So yeah, you have the like big superheroes like Superman, whatever. And I guess that'll be like YouTubers with subscribers in their millions, like the Tim Pauls, the Crowders. You know, they're. And then you got your mid-level ones. That'll be like in the superhero. I don't know. Green Arrow, right? Green Arrow, right? That's your mid-level one. Yeah, respectable. That's like your Gary. You know, that's like your Hills versus Babyface, right? That's that level. And then you get right down to the very lowest level, and they still got superpowers, right? But it's at the lowest level, right? And it's like redneck loser superheroes with a lot of heart, like he's in a trailer park. But man, he's got a pet eagle. It's wonderful. Like this eagle must be a lot of CGI, but it's the relationship with his eagle it's so funny. Oh god, it's so funny, and so it's just so beautiful, right? And so the basic story is he was a bit of a dick in Suicide Squad. So I was like, yeah. So it goes into who he is, and his father is a super dick, racist, yeah, hates everyone, and apparently has superpowers, right? As we find out. And but I'm only just getting into that at the end of episode 2. But he's been trained by his father to be like this super soldier, basically to kill anybody who isn't white, right? Like he is every liberal's fantasy of what a conservative is, right? He's a genuinely bad guy. Do you have a spoon here? Oh, there you go. But he's quite a sweet guy, right? And he just bundles a lot of the time, and you do feel for him. You really do. You genuinely feel for him. He's kind of like, have you ever seen The Wrestler, right? With the Mickey Rourke movie, kind of like that. Kind of like that. And yeah, they do mention other superheroes that I really want to see now, like there's Batmite in the DC universe. I'm like, yes! Oh, yes, I want to see the Batmite. See, that's just like, Alan Moore said a while ago, I think a long time ago, that, you know, they should just embrace the silly funness of superheroes as well. And I do think he's right. Although, I wish he would do it. I wish he would do it and show us the way, right? But yeah, but it's really fun. It's really fun. It's really sweet. So anyway, he's got this like kind of loser team. Some of them, you know, from Suicide Squad. Some of you don't. I think we're gonna have some sweet coffee. I'm gonna put some sweetener in here. Boink. There we go. And some new characters. You get like a what's her name? Waller cameo for a second. What's her name again? Whatever is her name. Basically, she filmed it on her phone. It looked like, you know, essentially. Don't really miss her. And we just got to meet Vigilante, who's another real loser superhero, psychopath. Just like John Cena, what's her name? A Peacemaker. There's a wider story going on, but again, huge recommend. Certainly a real fine. So they got that going on. They've also got Raised by Wolves season 2 coming soon. So HBO Max knocking out the park. I like Matrix. Like off, mate. I like Matrix Resurrections. Yes. Screw you. Yeah. I did. I liked it, and I'll watch it again. It's like watching the Matrix. It's like watching Matrix greatest hits, all the bits I liked about the Matrix, right? With at the same time being very self-referential and say, I can hate doing this. I mean, yes, that they said that makes it everything okay. And after you accept that, then you had this kind of good plot that really made sense. I mean, in terms of the in-universe, yeah, that's very feasible. What happens next, right? I believe this is the world 20 years on, and it seems like it. Or in the universe, I think it's 60 years on or something like that. And I like that the sacrifice and the story of the first one mattered and fundamentally changed the world. Right? I love that. Right? It didn't wipe everything away. But yeah. No, it was clever. It was again. I don't know. It seemed to be okay. I'm going to give you the complete spoiler for it right now. This is like the first half hour. You're in Neo's Matrix, his own personal realm, right? Where he's a designer of a game, which is the Matrix, right? And so he's kept me. I mean, be taking these blue pills. If he gets crazy, he'll have all these incidents. Anyway, but basically, and that's them saying he's going to make a sequel to the Matrix, and he hates it. So that's the first half hour. It's all meta doing that. So then. You have these other programs that have like broken out. So, okay, essentially the story is this: it's taking a step back. The after the events of the Matrix, the machine started to experience not enough power, right? Not enough resources, which caused the war. Which is what it will always do, right? There's not enough humans in the Matrix to generate electricity. They have less resources, which means they get more scarce, which means they go to war. Right, that's it. That's exactly what happens. That's what every war is, essentially, apart from World War II. Right, but every other war essentially was that, including, by the way, I think the Pacific Rim War, the Japanese-American War in World War II was essentially that. Wasn't it the Japanese what scared the Americans were going to challenge them till they started a war? Anyway, Oh, I'm so glad I put Sweetener in there. Oh, I so deserve that. I'm awesome, mate. Oh, remember, you got to remember to say that to yourself many times a day because it's a good idea. It's a good idea to remember that. So anyway, what was I up to? I can't remember. What was I rambling on about? I don't know. Let me pull up some thumbnails of what we got coming up. Hey, so I got to do record a review of Peacemaker. Real strong recommend. Here we go. Share screen. Where we go? Blink. Oh man, I'm really sick. I'm like woozy sick. I mean, I'm kind of enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. It's like it's a bad thing. What we got coming up? There we go. So, Boba Fett. Oh, fuck, man. Oh, man, that was awful. Oh, it was so bad. It was so bad. It is Disney communist propaganda. Like made by the little propaganda weirdos that work with Disney. So yeah, so Book of Boba Fett, Series 1, Episode 1, The Streets of Esper review, where they go full on Disney Star Wars. And Disney Star Wars is dumb. Yes, Disney Star Wars is dumb. That is correct. See, I only tell the truth, ladies and gentlemen. I only tell the truth. What else we got coming up? We have. So this was going to go tomorrow, but I think I'm bumping this till Saturday, right? The review one, the ratings one, I should say. because we've had a lot of news, right? You'll see what we got coming up in a second. We're still as popular as ever. People just consume media differently. No, they don't. Doesn't seem to have affected us at Sony, man. And I know it's Tom Holland and his English, but I'm doing him in character as Spider-Man. And how are you going to spin these ratings when my episodes start? Yes, indeed. The Christian on Journey Wooker's epic journey to the bottom of the ratings. It is epic. And I salute you, sir. I salute you for keep going down. Darling, I've seen $5 hookers that haven't gone down as much as you, darling. Let me tell you, you've gone down, baby. If I finish watching, I will get to. This is probably going to be next week now. Oh yes, this is tonight. So I'd say. I think I captured Patrick's voice perfectly here. Don't worry, they aren't making any more of those popular classic animations because I still have 2 more episodes left. You're lucky. You don't have to watch any of the old icky nonsense. You got my nicest new one. And Patrick says, "Why? You're just a bit of a cunt, aren't you?" I wish I could do it in his voice, which is nothing like his son. Oh. I do not think Big Finish is going to make it, ladies and gentlemen. I do not. I just finished listening to 40, the relaunch of the 5th Doctor stories, and oh dear. So you got a 4-part story, a Cyberman story, which is a direct sequel to Tomb of the Cybermen, right? I mean, starts on the rocket ship on the way home, right? So literally a direct sequel. Now, this would actually work much better as a 9th Doctor story because he's very disconnected from the rest of Doctor Who, and bringing him into this will make it really interesting. I would have thought, like, make him an intimate part of something that we recognise, right? And there is all the member bearers, all the sounds, all the design, everything's there. So, but with the 5th Doctor, we've seen it a few times, and it just feels a bit fan wanky. You know, they're like, "Oh, give me what you want. I love you long time, baby. Please come back." And we would, if not for the other story, the Ice Warrior story, which is a piece of shit. Okay, here's the deal. Until you can write a story, don't lecture me about what you think about sexual politics or anything. Write a story first, because this wasn't a story. This was a thing where it just basically said, "Oh, look how terrible men are." It's like, oh God, of men and religion, right? I don't care about your prejudices, okay? You know, I'm much more interested with somebody who has a different worldview if they can put it to one side and see and try and connect with me and tell me a story that, you know, is why he has his worldview, but in a way that will connect with me rather than alienate me, right? That's the skill level you need. That's what Malcolm Hugh could do, right? Malcolm Hugh could create a story that could connect with me and like bring me along to his worldview, right? And let me see his worldview. And I didn't feel like I was being lectured to, right? And I wasn't, right? Why? Because the story was first, not with this one. So it's about this woman who had 11 kids and her husband wanted to. They're all Viking. This Viking woman who had 11 children. They're all girls, and her husband wanted a boy, so he wanted to divorce her. She said no. He would try to kill her. She killed him because she's stunning and brave. And then she went to live in this island or what? I don't know. And now she's like praying to anything, and then she finds an ice warrior in the snow. And it doesn't work out well. I mean, that's basically it. But it's all about, oh, man, he's stunning and brave, women, stunning and brave, and stunning. I'm like, thankfully, it's only 2 episodes long, but I'm so irritated. Leave me alone. It's like, and it's one of the newer female writers. I'm sorry. I understand you feel guilty about things that happened before you were born, right? Or before you had any kind of, like, you feel bad about the boys' club at the BBC in the 1960s. They don't like Jews either, dude. Okay, let me be fair. They don't like. Do you see me having a fit? I mean, the guy who outed them said how anti-Semitic the BBC are. I actually know Rabbi YY. He's a stand-up guy. Okay, he is a super stand-up guy. Okay, he's famous, and he's famous for being a stand-up guy. He's the sort of guy who has brought so many people close to their Jewish heritage by not being judgmental. Just by not being like, whatever you want. Just tell me whether it's so there. And he did this big expose. I should pull it up at some point. So it's one of the many things I could get to about how anti-Semitic the BBC has always been, because they are. What do you want me to tell you? Little hooray Henrys. Of course they're all bloody anti-Semitic. Whoa, no, please say it can't be. Oh, really? No, it can be, baby. It can be. Oh, God, doofuses. So I'm bumping the ratings one till Saturday, so I can put this one tomorrow because it's news should be a bit more current. Doctor Who News, Jodie kills the animated love stories. That's essentially the story, ladies and gentlemen. Right? That's essentially the story. BBC America is pulling funding. My only guess is it's not profitable for them. How did it go from being profitable to not profitable when the sales of these are very profitable? How did interest in Doctor Who fall to an all-time low? Jodie Whittaker, right? And there's a few other things we talk about, and they're like, is it to do with the Russell T Davies Sony deal? Could well be. And Sony may want to bring it in-house. This could be something Russell Davies wants to say. This could be something Russell Davies already is working on in doing a shared unit, like a larger universe. Like if he think of doing a channel classic Doctor Who with animated Doctor Who, right? He might be. I don't think anything's off the table. But I mean, this is a clash, and this would have to come off the table, right? I think that kind of switcheroo might be happening, right? There's a lot of things that could happen. We really don't know. We don't know for sure. I am for sure. As for sure as we know anything until it's not sure. That the last one we're getting is Abominable Snowman. What a great shame that is, right? It really is. What a great shame that is. I'm really quite sad about it, right? Even though they've been annoying and crap when I complain about them, I like them being around, right? So I do like the thumbnail. Wait, that's why we're cancelled. Yes, that is why we're cancelled. And then John Barron comes and says, if you think that's being cancelled, you ain't seen nothing yet. Yeah, he's still like, hey. Oh, they're so weird. They're so weird. Jodie threatens to stay. Yes, no, Jodie, please. Your timer is done. Doctor Who 4D, this is recorded in the can. I haven't uploaded it yet. I don't think I've uploaded it yet, but this will coming out. And then I might record a Peacemaker video for tomorrow. I was really impressed with Peacemaker, right? I'm sick, so I might be like Dave. I tell you, one of the best really sick times I had was when, before streaming, we had cable as TMC had a Planet of the Apes marathon going on for 2 days with this great Planet of the Apes documentary, and I was super sick, so I was like, yeah. I was basically in bed. Oh, so good. Loved it. Roddy McDowell, loved Planet of the Apes. And they had the TV show on. Oh, and the cartoon. It's all good, baby. It's all good. But Doctor Who 40, it's like I don't think Big Finish is going to make it on the strength of the quality of this. Then the the David Troughton second Doctor doesn't sound that good to me. It looks like there's a much older Jamie. I don't think my God, have you heard? They got this new intro sting. It's embarrassingly bad. It's like, the love of stories. I'll play it for you soon. It's so bad. All right, it's the sort of thing, they play loudly as they're murdering you, so you don't. Nobody hears you being stabbed to death. The back of a Denny's. He says very unspecifically. So far, let's go back to tonight's film, and I'll get to the chat. Well, you're just a bit of a cunt, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yeah, Icky Thump. Oh, my new Doctor Who. Disaster is here. How you doing, Disaster? How are you? Thank you for joining us. Darren M is here. How are you, sir? PC Gamer. Oh, sorry, Mr. Please. I didn't add on your honorific. Mr. PC Gamer forever. How are you? The Solar Engine. I'm getting kind of used to saying that. The Solar Engine. How are you, sir? Least thing I can totally imagine saying that. Yes, you can. That's why I do it. That's why I do it. He said Xmas. No, X-Man. 577. That's kind of like the level of hero that the Peacemaker is. And it's got just such a sad life. Right, but I know I'm really so I'm 2 episodes in. How many episodes have dropped already? Let's have a look. 1 second. There we go. Hang on, open a window, go Peacemaker episode guide, and then we shall look at it together. I think James Gunn, he definitely wrote and directed the first one. Episode guide. Doink. Did they drop the whole thing tonight? There we go. Am I going to go? Let me go to Wikipedia. Wikipedia always strikes me as being better than IMDb. And again, I was really put off this by James Gunn and by what's his name? I'm going to look at the Wikipedia a minute and say his name. Whatever, John Cena. I didn't even look at it, and I remembered. Look at that. Look at that. Head injury healing up nicely. There we go. Here we go. Let's just share that. Doing Peacemaker. So it's James Gunn, John Cena. Good cast. Robert Patrick as his father is great, right? Just absolutely great. So who's playing Vigilante? Freddie Stormer, AG Agent. I'd never heard of him, but he's really good as Vigilante, right? It's really, really good. So it's all written and directed by James Gunn, and there's 8 episodes. Yeah, dude, this is so worth signing up for HBO Max for, right? It's so worth signing up. They dropped all 3. See, here's the thing. It's good enough. They could have just dropped 1 episode. Because it really is strong. And man, here, is there a trailer? Let's go to YouTube. Because it's the thing with his eagle is his eagle is called Eagly, right? There we go. Let me move this on a second. Peacemaker. I forgot what crowd was on today. Peacemaker trailer. Dun, 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 dun. And so there we go. Which one should we watch first? Here, one from 12 days ago. In your own time.
Hey everybody, it's Peacemaker, star of Peacemaker. I made this explicit trailer for you. It's gonna blow your fucking mind.
I mean, I have to say, it's let me turn the sound up. I don't like him, but he's good. So let me just make sure it's sharing. Hold on a second. There we go.
Right, kids? And that's how I defeated one of the world's most dangerous villains with only my 2 fists. My Desert Eagle and 2 rocket launchers. Eat peace, motherfuckers! Any questions?
Have you met Wonder Woman?
She did spend an entire party IFing me from across the room.
Sick.
Dude, I said effing. Hey!
This is the show, okay? Have you worked out why I like it yet? Yes. If there's a child on it making this face, it's a show I'm going to like, right? This is the sort of thing. This is the sort of thing that is mercifully made for me. Like I say, James Gunn is funny. They're all funny. They're all good at their jobs.
Peacemaker, I was hesitant to bring you onto this team. But right now, the world needs a son of a bitch. And you're the only one I got.
No, you don't have to call me Peacemaker. You can call me Chris.
Just because you're handsome doesn't mean you're not a piece of shit.
Think I'm handsome?
Oh my God.
Okay.
So yeah, again, that's the you can just see the eagle walking. Oh my God, I love the, and I don't know who she is, but she is super hot and not overly clothed a lot of it, which I'm quite happy about. Right? More of that, please, sir.
This task force doesn't officially exist. You want to do this job? You can't balk ever.
Listen, I can help. I'm standing with weapons in combat.
You don't have to shoot people after I already killed them.
Right.
Fucking game day, bitches! Aren't you guys being a little nonchalant? nonchalant about all this? Are you insinuating there is a wrong time and a right time to rock? Fuck yeah!
Oh, and of course the soundtrack's great. It's not like Guardians of the Galaxy soundtrack. It has its own unique identity, which is like this the best of hair metal. I would say like it on a real like I think it's kind of redneck superhero. So the best of hair metal.
Understand what we're up against.
We need every hand on deck.
Is that an eagle?
It's easy. That's not kicking.
Oh, my asshole! What the fuck's wrong with your bird?
Such a good handsome boy.
Saving the world is everything we've ever wanted. Shit. Fuck, dude! Fuck yeah! Tell me what you know. Tell me shit. How do you like that?
I like it. I like it a lot. I don't give a fuck.
What?
Give it all you got. Hey, don't worry. I'm not giving this guy anything.
Maybe you could just give him a little. Hey, Sweet Cheeks.
That's the greatest line here. I hope they have the follow up. It just says, "Hey, Sweet Cheeks."
You take my order real quick?
Seriously, dude.
Shit, Gervais cheeks. It's a compliment. Sweet cheeks is your butt. No, it's not.
It is. It's like calling somebody, I don't know, sugar tits.
Totally inappropriate. Tits are way too big to be sugar tits. Sugar tits are like smaller, perky tits, like yours. Technically, I think you may have sugar tits too, but somehow that also feels inappropriate.
So yeah, look, that's a recommend, mate. I don't know what to tell you. Like, how much more stuff can you make for me? Okay, yeah, it's a super recommend. I haven't seen episode 3 yet, so like I hope it doesn't jump the shark. Like, oh my god, Boba Fett did in episode 3. Okay, episode 1, I was like, I don't really like this. It's whatever. Okay, I can skip. Episode 2, I liked a lot. I liked the whole Lawrence of Arabia thing, right? I thought that was good. Like whole going native, I liked all that. Episode 3, trash beyond trash, like super worthless trash. Right? It's oh my god, it's so bad. I might do the review of it right here. We might do them right here, kids. There's a lot more we're going to do. The screen rant on why Legend of the Sea Devils will be the best of ever. They keep saying the next one's going to be the best. I mean, really? How many times? How many times can the next one be the one? Really? I mean, darling, like maybe he won't hit me this time. No, he's going to hit you again, okay? It ain't going to change. It is not going to change. It's strange. What can I tell you? It is strange. But no, we'll find out why they're excited, because they're weirdos. But it's going to be shit. And now here's the thing. It won't do well, and then they'll disavow it because they're shallow, essentially. Senago24, how are you doing, sir? PD Rich, how you doing? Thank you for joining us. It was good to have an adult in the room. The Destiny tape is the old Davros VHS set. That was annoying. Copy protectors. Right, I do remember that as it happened. Right. There was a way you could get a little machine though that would copy protected VHS, which I had. Just like this little box you had to do when you connected the VCR to VCR or videotape recorder to videotape recorder, depending what side of the Atlantic you're on, I guess. Andrew Smulders here. What's going on? You don't want to know, mate. You don't want to know. Mr. Jekyll and Hyde, how are you doing, sir? Gareth Morgan, how are you? Well, the picture is frozen up, and I've been here for 8 minutes. I guess I have to rewatch this. Oh, well, I hope it's not frozen up for everybody. The Abominable Snowman is still coming out, along with Will in Space. No, Will in Space. If it hasn't been confirmed, it sounds like the last one that BBC America have given funding for is the Abominable Snowman. That's the word on the street right now, which means no Wheel in Space. Yeah, that's correct, which is a great shame. I'm surprised. Look, there's a way they can get alternative funding, and I think they will try to, because once they have that, they can release season, was it 5 or 6? I think season 5. They have that full season at that point. But I think, we'll go have a look. We'll go have a look. Let's do a Doctor episode guide. Let's have a look. Oh, down. Okay. There we go. Keep my camera back on. Yeah, we can. We'll do Doctor Who episode guide. Oh, I know what we're going to start with, though. Who episode guide. Oh, share the screen. Okay, let's have a look. Second, it's so Tomb check. We have Tomb. Abominable Snowman. I'm working on that now. Ice Warriors check. Enemy World check. Web of Fear. Oh, they got that episode check. Reasonable. Free from the Deep check. Yeah, Wheel in Space. Wheel in Space. They need. That's what they need for season 5, right? That's all they need is Wheel in Space, and they've started it, right? So I hope they finish it. The chance of getting space rights is very low, right? Very low. And what they got here? What they got to still do here? Highlanders is very low. They get a chance to overdo that. Underwater Menace are missing 2. Moonbase check. Macro Chariot check. Faces 1 check. Evil of the Daleks check. And Power of the Daleks. I mean, look, if we got Highlanders, Underwater Menace, would that be wonderful? No, forget. And it's a shame. I mean, they could really release these box sets. It's a real crying shame. I'd love to see Behind the Sofas with these ones, when they're mainly animated, right? And it really works. I mean, I love seeing the people's reaction to it, but mostly I like seeing Nicola Bryant because, oh man, she is so hot, right? Like she just gets hotter every time you look at her, right? You're like, it's frighteningly hot. So yeah, and then forget it for Bill, mate. It's the Smugglers, no chance. Oh. Savages, forget it. Celestial Toy Maker. Did they do that? I don't think they did that one. No, they haven't done that one yet, have they? Yes. This one should give us a list of just the lost or missing stuff. So a list of them. What was it? Right, yeah, there's nothing. There's nothing for Celestial Toy Maker. Oh, what a shame. Would have loved to have seen that. Marco Polo. Oh, that would have probably been a tough one to do as well. Never mind. What can you do? Anyway, if I'm still doing the chat, that's what I can do. 1 second. So Winner Space hasn't been officially announced. I think the chances right now are low. Back to that one. There we go. But you never know. Listen, look, money's money. People like to make money. People want it to happen. So if they can find a way, they will. People want a bridge for what? What's people want a bridge doing? In Wheel in Space? But Phoebe Waller-Bridge is the Doctor. No, please. I really hope we still get Doctor. We're not. Like right now, we probably don't. Hardest time. Problem being, how you doing, sir? Unless they got something else that they're going to announce, which I don't know. Listen, these announcements happened out bloody like Honestly Davis came out bloody nowhere, didn't it? Chibnall Whittaker leaving came out of nowhere. So who knows? Problem being, how you doing, sir? You made it. You made many things. Lonnie is here. Lonnie also made it. You know what they say? He smelt it, also dealt it. But wise words indeed. Okay, I'm whizzing through the chat now. I hope I don't miss anybody. I see PD Rich laughing. I don't know what happened. Okay, that was about 20 minutes ago. Yeah, listen, man. I'm still trying. While I was going through the news, I'm still trying to work out what Prince Andrew did wrong, right? Like it seemed to me she willingly had sex with him. I don't know. Like that's the part of the story that always confuses me. Like I know she didn't like having sex with him, but she appeared to him as if she willingly had sex with him. Yes, she was probably a hooker, but she appeared to like willingly have. I don't understand. Okay, if she didn't appear willing to have sex with him, that I would understand. But she appeared to willingly have sex with him. I like really. I don't understand. I don't understand. Hopefully, Sony has a lot of stuff in the house, hasn't it? I mean, I'm still hoping somebody will do live action reconstructions, using David Bradley. I really think that'd be good. The animations look like 2006 Flash parodies. I'm sorry, but I just don't like the way they look. Listen, if you don't like it, you don't like it, mate. I really loved Evil of the Daleks. I think that really, really nailed it, right? But listen, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Nothing wrong with not liking something. Cal Lynch, how you doing, sir? Oh, ma'am, I should say. I think Fraser Hines does a better Trout housing than Michael Trout. I think so too. It doesn't sound that good. I just don't think Big Finish is going to make it, right? What are they coming up? What are they coming up soon? Let's have a look. We haven't had a Big Finish watch for a while. But yeah, they're trying to turn the ship around, but man, I don't think they're going to make it. That's the bottom line. I don't think they're going to make it. So have a look at what's new. Well, let's see if there's anything in the news first. No, nothing anybody cares about. Okay. Yeah, 40, very disappointing. Really is. It's a slightly above average story, a below average preach, right? Yeah, listen. I hope they put it together on the last release. The Terra Nostra. It looks like it's going to be better. It's got better writers, right? It looks like it's going to be better than the last one, which was awful. What was that last one again? Not Clone Masters. One before that one. What's it before that one? Terra Nostra. Hang on, let's have a look. Really? Well, it's a Big Finish. Let's go there. Babe and the Butcher. What a disappointment! Because they know they got you with that one. With Colin Baker, they know they got you. The cunts. That's it. They know when they have you. It's not going to work forever, mate, right? That's why they filled this with, like, member bearers, right? It's too much. Good stories. And this too. This is like, oh, suck your dick, Bell, buy Peladon. No, I'm not buying Peladon. Piss off. I'm getting Charlotte Pollard, and this is because you got good writers on this one, right? But this is fuck this one up, and you're in a lot of trouble, right? This we got pre-ordered. Ninth Doctor, Old Friends, Lone Centurion. Couldn't give a shit, quite frankly. Short trips are normally quite good. Babe in the Bush, piss off, Babe in the Bush. Space 1999, always enjoy it. I'm less excited about this now they've added in the second Doctor, right? I'm way less excited. Here, we'll have a quick listen again. About a minute in, not going through the whole thing. Hang on. I don't like the older Jamie as well. I just don't like that. Yeah, let me whiz forward.
There's no way out. Wait.
Yep.
What happened with the TARDIS?
There was an odd surge of, well,
Of what?
gravity.
Gravity?
Oh my giddy aunt. What's that? I'm hallucinating. I must be.
Yeah, he doesn't sound like the second Doctor to me. I know, and this is like the Beyond the War Games team. I don't think it's going to fly. So as you don't, I'm not dipping my toes in. Leave me alone. I got out of that, and I'm not going back. Who you got riding that? Let me feel justified about my decision. Elizabeth Math and Anderson's Roland Moore. Oh, 2 out of 3 in bed. But no, I'm not going back. Not going back, baby. I got out of the plantation. Never really liked the Steed and Mrs. Pill stuff. Olivia Paulet never really struck me as Mrs. Pill. Looking forward to the 4th Doctor, because it's always nice to hear a bit of Tom Baker. I doubt I'm going to get number 2. I haven't listened to number 1 yet of Unit Nemesis. And Murder Holy Heck, yeah, I'm going to get that, because why wouldn't I? It's like, yeah, I love Rosalie Davis. Stranded 4, piss off! First Doctor, I don't know, mate. I don't know. And look, they're giving away these. I got to listen to the audiobook they gave away with. What's it called again? With 40. They gave me a free audiobook, so I'm like, you might be justifying yourself there. Okay. This is excellent. War Doctor Begins. This is hands down their best series. And they don't have a trailer yet. But hands down their best. I like they got Daleks on the cover, which means they're going to say, you know why this is their best series? They can't piss around with you, right? They don't have you on the hook. They're like, robots, you don't have me. Bye-bye. Bore me to tears. I like Nick Briggs and Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, what are you going to be doing? Like, Ninth Doctor, you probably got me with, okay? I'm probably going to just pre-order the full series. 6th Doctor, as well, Bonnie, I do like, but it's... we don't know much about this one. It's so again, it's a bit fan wanky than the 7th Doctor one. They're going season 24. I like the Human Frontier. I have to tell you, I do like the Human Frontier. Do we have any writers on this yet? Dan Starkey and Jonathan Barnes. Okay, these are solid writers, right? Dan Starkey can pull something together, and I kind of like the 4-parter, 2-parter release format. That's something I do think works. I don't know. Kind of talking me into that one. And War Master's normally good, but Unit Brave New World, no. It's got no. Who's Alison Winter? What have you done? Yeah, no. You see, that's no. Oh. I'm sorry, and because you're always trying to bring women in, because you're mental, right? Basically, you're mental. That's why. Fine. So this is a story I want to start with. Didn't even make it to the thumbnail. This one's doing the rounds. Okay. I don't know how to. If I do a video about this, I don't know how to title it yet. So it's good to. This. I'm gonna. This is my first time through it. Hollywood will barely dare whisper it, but the woke revolution that has driven out white men, and ensures that every production is ideologically sound, will kill the entertainment industry, writes Peter Kiefer and Peter Savandick. So the question is, who's Peter Kiefer and Peter Savandick? I mean, I agree with this, but was anybody listen to this guy? Version of this first appeared on Common Sense. A few years ago, the editor-in-chief of the Hollywood Reporter pitched the story to the newsroom. He had come back from lunch with a well-known agent who had suggested the paper look at the unintended consequences of Hollywood's efforts to diversify. Those white men who had spent decades writing scripts and have been turned into blockbuster movies and hit TV shows were no longer getting hired. The newsroom blew up. The reporters, especially young ones, mocked the idea that white men were on the outs. The editor-in-chief, normally self-assured, immediately backtracked. He looked rattled. It was a missed opportunity. Yeah, I guess, because these kids, they want to say this has always been this way. No, your cultural revolution isn't. Don't give me this Orwellian crap that there's nothing to see here. Okay, there is something to fucking see here. Again, it's Orwellian weirdness. Oh. The story wasn't just about white guys not getting jobs. It was about the economics of Hollywood. Here's the thing. They didn't connect the dots. Like Big Finish, I thought they were connecting the dots. I don't think they're going to make it with this shit, okay? I don't think that it's got to be, I'm not taking a punt on something I love. so you can have a feminist lecture me how terrible life isn't for women. Like, we stop with the bullshit. Okay? I'm not paying you for that. I'm paying you to entertain me with Doctor Who, not to use it as a platform to shout at me. And I've got to say, well, that's just your guilt speaking. No! It's your insanity fucking speaking. Stop it. It was about stories Hollywood told and distributed and streamed on screens about the globe every day. It was about the massive lucrative industry that had been birthed by outsiders and emerged out of lemon groves into a glamorous, glitzy mosh pit teeming with chutzpah and broken hearts and unbelievable success stories that have made the American dream real. A real pulsating thing for Americans and for billions of the people who thought they could, if they could imagine something, anything, you could will it into being. You can to a certain extent. It was a story about who we aspire to be. After the meeting, the reporter approached the editor about pursuing it. The editor told the reporter to drop it. No one, he said, at the Hollywood Reporter, one of a handful of trade publications that covers the ins and outs of the industry, was going to risk blowing up their career over this. Yes, the truth. Cowardice. You know, I can't believe how much cowardice plays such a huge role in the world. It's always cowardice, right? I forgot about the chat. Did I miss anyone? Cam. Let me just catch up with the chat. I thought I got everybody. Okay, 1 second. Let me just whiz through the chat. How you doing, Cam? Sigma later. How are you? Must upload 2. Crowdfund the animations of Doctor Who. I would donate. Yeah, absolutely they would. It's not a question of. They need to find the right business model. That's essentially what it is. Excellent underscore. How you doing, DC? DC, I think I said hello. Legend of the Sea Devil will probably be the at least improvement on the Warriors of the Team. We got to rewatch that. Oh, that's a bad story. That's an embarrassingly bad story. Chris Solar, evening. I'm 30 minutes late to the party. Well, I'm here. Well, listen. It's a lot of waffle, mate. A lot of waffle. By the way, oh my God, there's so much of the new stuff I didn't get to. I wanted to get into the opening waffle. Boy, I'm going to look at my notes for a second. There was some really crazy stuff going down. Hang on. There's the January 6th thing. That's getting nuts. Fauci's being thrown under the bus big time. That's bizarre. Fauci is really... They're setting him up to take a dive, it looks like. It looks like a psyops thing. It's crazy. Okay. I'm just going through the notes. I mean, again, the January 6th thing is freaking crazy. Let me get back to this. Okay, we'll get back to that. Get to that later. Nobody said on their career over this. The explosion of woke, as one longtime producer put it, didn't come out of nowhere. No, it came out of. This was a long-term effort to change the country by China, I think, right? I really do. I didn't get. Hollywood has always pushed the boundaries from 1941's Dead Gentleman Agreement, which confronted anti-Semitism, to Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, which tackled intermarriage, to All in the Family, which grappled with race and women's relations. And then you see, and even in those times, Archie Bunker in 1979, he was the anachronistic weirdo, right? The original run of Will and Grace did more to advance the cause of gay marriage than anything else pre-Obergefell. I don't know what that means, but okay. And then the villains, the majority from Terminator, Hannibal Lecter to Gordon Gober were uber white, Austrian robot, Lithuanian waspy, pinstripe capitalist. But it wasn't until 2015 when Oscar So White controversy engulfed the 87th Academy Award. that the studios and producers really started to rethink how they did business. This gained momentum in 2016 and 2017 with Me Too, where they wanted to do anything to avoid what they're looking at or look at themselves. And then came George Floyd, the summer of 2020, and everything that had been happening in slow motion started to get much faster. It seemed to have been in full swing by then, right? By George Floyd, they seemed to at that point they seemed to be retreating. Then George Floyd made them go crazy. The Academy of Industry's Central Nervous System, which has been founded in 1927, now had 500 voting members. It had tried over the years, and especially since Donald Trump's election, to catch up with, as I just inviting the ranks, a record number of new members who were Black, Latino, and foreign-born. So in September 27, the Academy launched its Representation and Inclusion Standards Entry Platform, or RAISE. For a movie to qualify for Best Picture, it had to not only register detailed personal information about everybody involved in making the movie, but also the movie had to meet two of the Academy's 4 diversity standards, touching on God, this goes on forever, Matt. Gee, really? Oh my God! No! Go! Really? We didn't even get up to the beginning of the story. Is this the right bloody thing? Oh my God. Okay, this was not the story I was led to believe. Okay. There's somewhere in here, there's a story about this show called Woke. Oh, here it is. Here it is. So, okay, there was a show called Woke, right? Which was about a Hulu show, which was supposed to they wanted to take the piss out of woke culture, but they weren't allowed to. And then the black woman, I believe, who was the showrunner, was fired because she wasn't woke enough, right? So they brought in a white guy who was woke enough to continue writing this show. Oh my God, it's so stupid. But as I say it out, it sounds so stupid. They brought in this white guy who was woke to run the show, which was awful. The quality, and then just when it premiered, they brought in this other black guy. They tried to find any other black writer I was going to say any other black writer to front this thing, right? It's great, and that's essentially what happened. It was absolutely great. It's the inversion of everything they say they want. It's so freaking crazy. But this is the world we live in. It seems to I don't know, because it's going in slow motion, but it's happening quickly at the same time. It's weird. It's really weird. It's like watching something. It's like melt in high speed, but it's still too slow to really see. Right? It's like best example, the end of Dragonfire. Right, when Kane's face melt. So the way that effect was done was they had a wax model right over the skeleton interior. Right, and so the Kane's face was waxed, and then Sue Moore and who was it? The other production assistant. They stood there with like hair dryers and like heat guns just on it for like 20 minutes, and it melted slowly. And then then they played it very quickly, right? But if you watch it in real life, it like takes about 10-15 minutes to melt, right? And 10-15 minutes isn't that a long time, but it is when you're watching because it doesn't seem to be moving. Right, so it's so weird. Stephen Ambrose says, but the BBC makes about the bloody BBC wiping the tapes is expensive. We didn't know about DVD, but they do that a lot. Face the bow, oncoming storm. Andrew, blimey, that's you got a lot going on there. Good morning, sir. How you doing? Matthew J, how are you, sir? Will it Space could still be part of the completed season 5 But to say you have to buy the boxer. Well, that could well be. I mean, I'm buying it anyway, so that'll be fine. I hope we get better extras. Like again, I would like to see behind the sofa on one of those ones, right? That'll be actually really cool. Fine. She'd been trapped by Epstein and Maxwell. No, I understand. So, yeah, she was being trafficked. Criminality went down. It was prostitution. I understand. It may have even been coerced or forced prostitution. I don't disagree with you, right? I'm talking from Andrew's point of view. He was presented with somebody, quite possibly a prostitute, who seemed to be willing to have sex with him, right? And then 20 years later, she says, "Oh, that was gross." I mean, I'm sorry, darling. What do you want at me? You say at no point did you appear to me like you were not into it, right? So I like, and I understand, traumatic. She shouldn't have been pushed into it. I'm saying from his perspective, from his point of view, he was presented with somebody who seemed to want to have sex with him willingly and did so, and seemed quite happy about it afterwards. I don't know what to tell you. Like from his perspective, he's like, "What the hell's going on?" Now he's having millions of bloody. Just take the money for God's sake. I don't know. It's like I'm sorry you didn't like sleeping with him. All right. What do you want me to tell you? I don't think it was his fault. Really, the bottom line, I really don't think it was his fault. If that was the case, if she said no, I don't want to, or like made it clear that whatever, made any indication this was not willing, I agree with you, 100%. But if, from his perspective, she seemed completely willing and into it, at that point, you got to go, really? Like, well, why is it his fault then? Right? I mean, like, why is it his fault? It's, I honestly, but I don't know the details, right? I do not know the details. Well, I'm glad we got Evil of Daleks. Hopefully, Bad Wolves and Sony will continue. I think that's something to hope for. I mean, there doesn't need to be like that much of a gap in the budget, right? They've only lost one of the backers, right? Yeah, so hopefully they can get it back. He who sung the song made the pong. Yes, that is true. I'm also the one who sings the song. That doesn't make yes. Me and my daughter somewhat farty. She is not home for Sabbath. We're having a guess if she's trying to avoid, I think. So she's staying in her apartment for Sabbath. My son just came home, whose roommate was positive for COVID. So we sent him straight upstairs with a test and some munches, right? Because we know the kid, right? We do know the kid. Thoughts and Pet Wranglers. Oh God, it was so bad. Oh God, thoughts. It was so bad. Maybe we'll do that in a minute. Oh, maybe we'll do that. It was so incredibly bad. Sorry, we're talking about Boba Fett. So I think we're going to do Boba Fett next. Okay. Yeah. That's Tzvi Lebetkin. Shalom. I'm currently enjoying Starcop's audiobook, and I'm quite looking forward to learning story. God, glad you're enjoying them. Especially it seems to be an Arthurian story. Yeah. Listen. Good for you. Go for it. Enjoy. It's just for me. It's the same. If it was Big Finish heyday when they were putting out quality, I will give it a listen. But like more often than not, it's for me they're disposable now, right? If it's something that like hits you, then great. Download a copy of Deepfake now and have some of the animation software stored. There's a good commercial one that is more designed for anime. That's a bad impression. I don't know which the impression was. Okay, I'm sorry. Let me say. Let's say about. I want to say, for example, tax evasion. I don't know what you're trying to say, mate. See, even though Rabbi is no longer monetized, please try and get it. Yeah, could you in the chat? It's okay with me for some reason, but for you guys, no. I don't know why. I had an even worse word than that Genesis after Peter Gabriel left. Okay, that's pretty bad. I like a bit of Genesis. Peter Gabriel Genesis. Has anybody I missed yet? Oh, Comic Cuts with Jimmy. How you doing? I was on Comic Cuts with Jimmy this morning for my time. A fun time to have by her. We talked about Big Finish War Doctor range, which is the best thing they're doing, right? Absolutely the best thing they're doing. Nothing is as good as season 12, season 13, Dr. Alex. I think it's Finding Time. This is the thing I'm looking for, Finding Time. My next project will be working on an illustrated version of season 12, right? Where I am right now is I'm working on the end of chapter 2 of Crown of the Empire. And it's just a lot of background foliage. Most of the second half takes place in the jungle, and so there's lots and lots of background. Oh, it's awful. So it's a real pain in the ass. What can you do? So that's why. But when I finish those pages, which is I'm pretty close to, next thing is going to be I think I'm going to be working on a illustrated copy of that, and then we can. Start putting those out each week on my Substack. I was watching Proud Radio taking the piss out of Fauci. It's not hard. They are getting ready to throw him on the bus. Okay, in the last few days, there's been like a tsunami of anti-Fauci stuff come out. If you don't know, Fauci is the doctor who has been idolized in America by the wokeness for being the science leader. Apparently, it turns out now he lied to Congress. He probably funded the creation of COVID, right? He actually probably funded it. So what happened so far is he went... okay, so first Rand Paul is so against this guy Fauci. I wish I had the videos of it, but he's so against it. So he's got this very like southern drawl, right? And so when he's like talking about... and Fauci is very New Yorkie, right? Which always looks down at the Southern rule, right? And he said, "Do you do this, gain of function research?" No, they told us up and down the line that's not gain of function. It was silly. And so basically, they didn't say it was. It was like saying, "No, that's not a door I put in the living room. That's just a." This is Tim Pool's example. That's just a rectangular hole in the wall with a piece of wood on hinges and a metal opening closing mechanism on hinges on the spin system next to it. It's like, that's a door, right? That's exactly so. Yeah. So then these documents came out. I think 2 days ago, which is a military expert reviewing the documents that Fauci looked at. Fauci's office had saying very clearly, this is gain of function research. I mean, and also Fauci's always been into gain of function research, weirdly. Right? I mean, other than, torturing beagles to death because he's a piece of shit. He's always been a proponent of it. CJ, why don't you just restage the missing episodes, deepfake the faces? I don't even say deepfake them. I think just Dave Bradley for the first Doctor. I think Fraser Hines could do the second Doctor. You know who you should do? Get Fraser Hines to be the Doctor, right? And get the kid, it's not a kid, that very good-looking man from Outlander, who plays the character based on Jamie. Who was put up as one of the possible next James Bond. Really? Listen, I'm not gay, but man, whoa, that guy with the shirt off. Problem being, if you're in the chat, could you tell me here? Let's pull up a picture of this guy. Outlander star. What's this guy's name? Not the woman. Sam Hewhan. Okay, this guy. Man, this guy's hot. Okay, this guy is super hot. 1 second. There we go. Yeah, let's find some good pictures of him. Here, 1 second. Do I dare here share screen? Do I dare do a Google search for Sam Hewhan? What's his name? Hugan Sexy, right? I mean, because that's he's much more rippling muscles in more episodes there. Yes, do Sam Hewgan Sexy. Okay, we're doing it. Oh God, don't come up with gay porn. I'm scared. Okay, it's not so bad. Not so bad. Yeah, look at this guy. He's crazily hot. Okay, he is crazily hot. Yeah, okay, that we agree. That guy's hot. Fine, there you go. Don't let it be said. I don't put a smart out for everybody. Okay, not my thing. But listen. You know, everyone's got their own thing. I guess our prince has been stripped of all the patronism, military titles. I thought that already happened. He shouldn't be stripped of his military titles. Didn't he earn all of those? Well, he actually didn't military service. Again, I don't know what he did. If he thought he was having sex with somebody unwilling, yes, I agree. I don't know if that what happened. Don't forget Archie Bank was just a copy of the original British version of Afghani. Exactly. Sickness and health, I say I do. Good article is like an illegal Eagles concert. I just want to listen to the music and of the exactly. Oh my God, went on and on and on. Does Rabbi wear those shorts? Which shorts? Where are they? Are we talking about? It was probably on the article. Okay, 1 second. I think we need. Oh man, I thought I caught up with the chat. Biggest one of these sort of sexual complaints, a lot of the time, is it can generally just be partly has a different perception. Exactly. I think we're really learning. Honestly, you know what this is? This is. We still haven't really worked out having both sexes in the workplaces. I mean, we haven't worked that out ever since we've abandoned the a unified moral outlook, right? Everything we've gone in for moral relativism, right? It was obviously gonna head in this direction, right? Where and essentially we have two sets of moralities that are conflicting with each other. Not good news about the animator, but hopefully BritBox throws teams of some money away. Yeah, listen, again, I think there's a solution out there, right? I think there's a solution out there. Boba Fett, I was trying to give it a shot. Oh, wait, okay, when I catch up with the chat, we're doing Boba Fett, right? We'll kick him out of bed, put it that way. Okay, there you go. Yeah, it has been said, Brother Bing, righteous man will not send somebody out to the cold. Good, well, somebody like that. Fine. Caught up with a chat. Let's find where my there we go. I got about 51 screen grabs for Boba Fett. Boba Fett, right? Okay. We got share screen. Do you like a bit of Star Wars? Do you? No, forget that. It's not none of that's here. Okay, forget that. Okay, no. First week I didn't quite like. First week I liked him in the Sarlacc pit escaping. That was cool. The whole backstory of becoming a slave to the Sand people, kind of interesting. Didn't mind that so much. Current day story, odious and awful as he takes on Jabba's mantle. Not very interesting. Current day story, not very good at all. Because I don't know what his plan was. He came in and shot Bigfoot Tuna and sat on the throne. Like, okay, there's actually, this is a lot of politics involved, as he's finding out this episode. So the second episode, I liked a lot, right? Second episode did another flashback. Well, it's in a Bacta tank. And you get, the Dances with Panther stuff as he becomes one of the Sand people. I love that stuff. I thought that was really interesting. I thought and it wasn't Star Wars. It was an exploration of a different thing, different culture. That really worked for me. So this one, right from the outset, and the first I had this from the first episode as well, but much more this one. This is pure Disney Star Wars, right? This is totally Disney Star Wars. It's just not very Star Wars. It's like everything is very clean. Even the dirtiness is clean. So it starts off, we're outside Jabba's palace, and I hate them just using these things we love to get our attention. And this thing that's walking front with the spider thing with a big globe, I thought that was some kind of robot. That's like a natural occurring thing? What the hell is that? Okay, I'm sure some Star Wars nerd knows what that is. But okay, he's back at Jabba's palace, right? And then we got what's his name? Toast of London is a droid. He's quite good as a droid. He's trying to explain the politics of Tatooine to him, right? To Boba Fett. And here we really see the problem, right? Let's look at this. That don't look cool. He doesn't look cool. He doesn't look badass, right? We got away with it from those few shots in Mandalorian. You got away with it there. That's where it worked, right? Because it was quick, and you're like, oh, it's Boba Fett again. Oh, so cool. But now I'm looking at it. It's not very cool. So this guy shows up. I like this actor. He's always plays like the sneaky guy, the sneaky bad guy. So here he's the villain of the week because he's the white guy, the evil white guy. And here we are. This is where it becomes communist propaganda. He says, Jabba, there is not Jabba. There is chaos on the streets in Mos Espa. Jabba the Hutt wouldn't have this. He had order. You have no order here, right? There's lawless, there's thieves. Says I sell water and I'm always being robbed by this street gang. I pay protection. Why am I not being protected? You need to come and help. So they go there, and you see, look, it doesn't look like Star Wars to me. It looks sort of like it looks. You know what it looks like? It looks like a Star Wars attraction at Disney, right? It's too clean. It all feels too clean to me, right? I just don't too fake. And here, speaking of too fake, so now we have this. This is the people they think are interested. This is the idiot writers, right? They're like, look at us. We know better than you. We're not gonna kowtow to you. She should have shot the first one in the face, and then the other pussies would have started listening. But no, we're not going to say, did you steal the water? I said, yeah, we stole it. What else are we going to do? He charges too much for it, so we just steal it. We don't have a choice. You ain't get a job. So then we don't have any jobs. We can't get the jobs that we want because we're lazy and we think we deserve better, right? I mean, they don't say it, but that's basically what it is. Right, and we're so diverse, and you're so backward. So then Boba Fett says, "You're right. You are so right. You're so right. And even though me, a Maori, I'm a white man to you because you're so white. Right? Okay, I'm so white. You're so right. Thank you for educating me." It's essentially what he said, right? And he says, "You see my greatness." You see that I'm right? And they go, well, I don't understand. How? Because you're a grown-up square. So then he says, okay, so now you got to pay the merchant. No, you can't go stealing. He said, how much do you owe? He said, 15,000 pesos or whatever. Star Wars, 15,000 Star Wars credit bank things. Press bars of Cold Best Latinum, right? And he's like, okay, pay him 500. I said, why? I said, because that's what you would deserve. Take them and it matters closed. And put your prices down. It's common. It's again, this is like me. This is BLM Antifa bullshit. Right? And they're like, yeah. So then he goes back to his back to tank. And he starts having his flashback, blah, blah, blah. And this was actually quite good. He's a little boy, and you see him as Jango Fett takes off on the kimono. And then he goes, next thing he's driving his Bantha. Look at me, I'm Lawrence of Arabia, riding his Bantha, going from his Tuscan Raiders, Sandmen. I will go into town. So he goes into town. And he says, I got to go meet with you. He says, fine, you've got to go start paying us tribute to start bringing your stuff through here, right? Through the territory. It's Sandman territory now, baby. Right, Sandman territory now. Hey, Boba Writer, says Stephen Amaro, you remember when Vader removed his helmet in the first scene of Star Wars and left it off? Yeah, it's called Mystery and Enigma. Oh, God, it's so right. So he meets this, like, fish person. And it says, well, listen, I'm already paying these other people protection money. We can't paying both of you protection money. So he's like, okay, I'll go and do it. So he goes back home, back to the Sand people. And the Sand people are all dead! They've been slaughtered! No! And the only interesting part of it's dead for me, right? No, some people slaughtered. My native people, killed by the white man. White man bad. White man bad. And he gathers them all up together and burns them. And he heads off with his panther nobly. But then he's woken up by the only interesting part of the episode. It's Black Kazakhstan. You probably can't see him. It's because it's too bloody dark. Oh, man. Black Kazakhstan, the giant Wookiee guy, is here to kill him. The Wookiee guys are being paid by the two Hutts, who are not great special effects. So there's a good fight where you can't see where he's like fights him, and he's getting his ass kicked because he's an old dude. And Black Kazakhstan is very cool, right? He's a big Wookiee, okay? Yeah, so he's throwing around the room, and he's got dad bod, whatever. Who knows? But then the biker gang who we sided with comes and rescues. Oh, we're starting a brave! So Black Kazakhstan tries to escape, and he attacks one of the Gamorrean guards, and you get a nice bit of like piggy guy sound, sound. And eventually they trap him down the Rancor pit, right? And so he's trapped there and goes, right? So then it cuts to, where is he? They're having a lavish meal, right? Okay. And thanks for the member bearers from that moment in Jedi. Okay. But this is all Star Wars Disney. It's very Star Wars, a very Disney Star Wars. All very, very Disney Star Wars, right? So, and they're having big meals. I don't see what we're eating is like all this big meal. I said, well, we're in charge. We should do it now. Let's fine. So then they get word that someone's coming. He comes out and doesn't look cool. It doesn't look cool at all. And then they give. It's the two Hutts. Hi, we're here. We sent you Kazakhstan to kill you, right? And now we're sorry. You can have him as a gift, right? And we got another gift for you as well. You can have this territory. We don't want war because we're just going away. Bye. Right? Why do they negotiate? Well, why don't you just pay us off? How about this? How about you give us a cut, right? And then we're all good. That's how business works, right? So they give him back Black Kazakhstan, and he says, "Oh, you have him. It's your pet," and he runs away. Bye. And now he looks at the pet, and it's what's it? Tom Trevelyan, whatever his name is, with a fresh Rancor, and there's a bit of Rancor love, baby. He goes and meets his Rancor. He scrubs his head. He opens his eyes, so he's imprinted on him, and he feels like he's his mummy. Oh, he's like a big puppy. He loves his Rancor. So then they go to see the mayor for some stupid reason. This guy's there, who's like, he's just so Disney Star Wars, and he runs away, and they have a crap chase with these awful biker gang. And look at this. I get what they're going for, some kind of 50s biker look, and it's just, but they're also gay, right? It's also clean. It's also clean. It's so gay, okay? It's just so gay. So he goes on a chase, I'm gonna get you guys. Whoops, and knocks them over. Now so we're in prequel territory, sort of. And he says he's run away. He's made a deal with the fish people, and then the big starship arrives and full of the fish people, and they're here for what? Yeah, their new friend says, "Oh, the fish people are here, and they're here for war." Says, then we better get ready for war. And that's the episode. And it's shit. It was shit, and it was obnoxious communist propaganda. Like, what do you want? It's obnoxious communist propaganda. Stop already. Stop with your obnoxious communist propaganda. How about that for an idea? Stop with your obnoxious communist propaganda. That would be lovely. Could you do that? Would that be okay? No more obnoxious communist propaganda? Okay, thank you. That's sweet of you. Okay. So I think that's probably not obnoxious communist propaganda. God knows what it is. Is this? again, Peacemaker. Peacemaker is freaking awesome, right? Absolutely awesome. Go check that out. Problem being, if you want, I'll upload it to my Google Drive for you. Okay, I'll take care of that. And you should watch Suicide Squad before it. It being in the same universe. Okay, my internet now won't let me go off Sam Heughan, who's rippling his muscles at me. As I go to this new article, please, Sam Heughan, can you stop rippling your muscles? Anyway, so have him play Jamie though, Sam Heughan. Here we go. Fine. Rippling muscles gone. I feel like I've got to stare at Perry now for a bit to like balance me out. You know, that's what can I do? Oh man, I wonder if I ever met Nicola Bryant if I would just come. I was like, oh god, I would. I think that would happen, right? Oh god. I'm looking at this and going, I don't want to do this. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to go. Okay, we're doing it. We're doing it, baby. It's happening. No, it's certainly happening. Okay. Here we go. 10 things that have fans excited for the spring special. Really? Show me one of these fans, okay? You mean purple-haired weirdos, right? Not fans. Evil the Dalek ends with the trailer for the special Legend of the Sea Devil. Is it the Sea Devil or Sea Devils? I think Sea Devils. Which has left many fans excited for us. No, none. News proves to be a thrilling Dalek adventure for... No, it didn't. And among the most exciting aspects of this special was a tease for the next thing, because this is just awful, right? It was awful, and we want to forget about it. This highly entertaining episode of Doctor Who ends with the trailer for the much anticipated next one entitled Legend of the Sea Devils, which has many fans. No. Short teaser for the upcoming special that reveals some promising new information. Okay, who wrote this garbage? Sean Bassett. Oh God, it would have been better written by Bertie Bassett. Information for the next episode, suggesting an especially eventful story for 13th Doctor and her companions. The Legend of the Sea Devils is set to be one of the TARDIS crew's greatest endeavors yet, with audiences eagerly awaiting the special release. Oh God, no, we're not. So number one, a diverse cast. Oh, I'm creeping myself. A diverse cast. Oh, it's so good. One of the most impressive aspects of the Chibnall era is the diversity on screen and the lack of people watching it off screen. Right? With this period of the show featuring countless actors of various things, it always did. You lying cunts. Oh, God, it's like this time we're featuring the TARDIS. We always did. What? I mean, it's always been on the foreground, at the forefront, right? Legends of the Sea Devils is continuing this trend. It features a large cast, largely composed of Asian actors. 1 second, then it's not diverse. You ignorant cunts. No. That's not diverse if you say it's largely this one cast. It's the one ethnic group. Then it's not diverse. That's it. That's how stupid these people are. The spring special will offer a bigger platform, such as Marlo Chan Reeves and Arthur Lee, who have barely featured off. Fuck off! The chance to see a fresh new talent and otherwise poorly represented. Fuck off! Stop! You know the whole Oscar so white thing? Somebody did a whole study of black people receiving Oscars, and they found out it was 12%, which is completely in comparison to the how much the size they are of the population. Right, they're 12%, or at the time they were 12%. Right. I want to tell you, no one's saying, "Oh no, I don't want to see Asian people on TV." The only anti-Asian racism there is that was made by the left wing during was it? No, I think 80% of violent crime, not hate crime, violent crime, was black people beating up Asian people because they've been told they have a better deal or something. Phasmin! Either that proved to be a very eventful episode, but one of the biggest moments that came as Yaz also finally came, declared her feelings for the Doctor, making the 13th Doctor's best memes official. The official referring as Phasmin, and we know we're calling it Phasminge, okay? Phasminge. Your Phasminge sounds a bit. By the way, my daughter has a cat now, and we call it's called Ninja, but she calls it Ninja a lot of the time, and it sounds a lot like Minge. Hello, Minge. How you doing? Hello, Minge. Can I stroke your pussy? Can I stroke your little Minge? Oh, okay. Oh, your little Minge is a bit gooey. Yeah, I'm not. I have to go to the doctor. Wait a minute. Where's the cat? Okay, fine. This is a promising relationship, and her Time Lord friends is likely to be explored further in Legend of the Sea Devils. And Dan completely outed Yaz, right? Completely outed Yaz. It's so not cool. It's so insanely not cool. I don't get it. Yaz's new romantic subplot will help add some further depth to her character, with the Time Lord's loyal companions having previously struggled to admit her sexuality. Oh, God. Because they're making up as they go, because it's just waiting for what became popular. Listen, it was more popular to be trans. She'll be trans now. She'll be like a man now. This aspect of the spring special also features the personal dilemma for the Doctor, who may find herself torn between returning Yaz's feelings or rejecting her companion's romantic gestures in light of her impending regeneration. Oh, God. Ella Rhodes' involvement. Who's Ella Rhodes? Chris Chibnall, Time as showrunner, has brought new creative talent. How's it worked out? Hasn't this new creative talent created a new audience? Or have they just alienated everybody because they're preachy and shit? Preachy and shit. Yeah, I'm looking at Vinay Patel is preachy and shit, right? Marjorie Blackman is preachy and she's shit. You get two for the price of one, right? Yeah, so how's it worked out? Now, I'm sorry. I wanted it to work for you. But it didn't, because you're preachy and shit, right? That's what you went for. So, look, another political playwright. Yay! Just what Doctor Who needs. Another political playwright. Yay! We don't have enough of those. We need more political playwrights than Doctor Who, right? Because it's working so well. Like they bring back Russell T Davies, right? How well is it working? Not freaking at all. Okay, Chris as a new creative show with such writers as Mallory Blackman, Maxine Alderton, doing some truly astonishing, no, outstanding, but I would say astonishing is a more accurate word. Outstanding episodes. Legend of the Sea Devil will turn up a fresh face with Ella Rhodes' involvement. Story having previously been revealed. Ella Rhodes has previously experienced writing for the science fiction drama, having delivered the award-winning straight face, The Phlebotomist. That sounds awesome. The writers, what's that about? The writers also has a deep understanding of sci-fi trope. Bet she hasn't, for her previous theatrical work, making her the ideal fit. Listen, I hope she's great. Hope she's great, because Chibnall needs all the help we can get. Historical setting. Okay. Fine. Considering among the show's the best episodes, according to IMDb, Doctor Who's historical episodes have rescuers over the years. Legend of Cyberman is the latest installment. Okay. No one's excited. No one's excited for this. Okay, Legend of the Sea Devils marks the first time they explored China's... I don't care. The Lost Treasure. Unresolved Mysteries providing solid basis Doctor Who episode. The Eve of the Daleks suggested the spring special may take this approach. The episode final scenes show the Doctor voicing an interest in locating a lost treasure of a Portuguese ship. The Flora de Mer hinting the thrilling narrative of the Legend of the Sea Devils. The lost treasure of Flora de Mer would make for an intriguing adventure storyline. Oh God, I'm bored reading it. I'm bored reading it. The treasure has never been found since. It's still going on. It's still going on. Oh, it's like we have a cousin who was anti-Trump and just go blah blah blah, blah and he walked away and came back blah blah blah, blah where and they came blah blah blah, blah and then another thing. Oh God! First, I have to decipher there are satisfying answers. Go off. Pirates. Pirates have often been a fascinating subject to general audience. Pirates are in black sails. They just yes, with pirates. A second spring special. Fully remember Planet of the Dead. That's one of his least favorite, least well-remembered specials. Okay. Sea Devils Return, and it looked a little bit shit. I hate to tell you, they did look a little bit shit. CGI looked dodgy, and they looked a bit shit. Madam Ching, why am I excited about that? Historical figures appear frequently. Okay, fine. Directed by Hao Wang. No, you racist little piece of the garbage. Like no one's excited about your weird racist worldview, right? No one's excited. Oh, get thee to a nunnery! Be gone, harlot of Satan. Let's have a look. Ricky Gervais asserts people are getting sick of celebrities using their influence to virtue signal. People with nothing became tired of people being lectured their headache. Yes. They're not going to listen, though, are they? Yeah, they. What they change the name to? What stupid name was it? Has been stripped of its name. I was wondering, you thought what the name is now? Well, I said, I think we call it the fire spray. I think I mentioned it in a couple of the fire spray. Shit. Oh, it's awful. Does anybody, do we have any footage of Ricky Gervais? Because that's worth looking. Oh, that reminds me. We've got to look at this one thing. Video's not available. I wonder if that's a Golden Globes one. Yeah, look, we are all set. I love Ricky Gervais, though. Ricky Gervais, freaking awesome. Here, we got to watch this. Everything that's wrong in fandom, in paid fandom. Here, we're going to watch a video and comment. Downloads. It goes over here. Little whizzing around.
In gaming.
Yeah, that's what we want to hear about. That's what we want to hear. Sexism in game. People go to gaming to relax. They don't go there to be lectured by you.
In joining G4.
This is not where I thought we were going, but I'm here.
I had no idea.
I'm listening. Yeah.
In joining G4, I was ecstatic to be part of something that I grew up watching as a child. But every time G4 is brought up in various channels, even in this YouTube channel, we have the chat in front of us. I can see you. Without a doubt, there will be backlash because I'm not as bangable as the previous host.
Okay, that's a factor. Right, men like to masturbate. Okay, I hate to bring this to you, bring it to your attention. Men like to masturbate, right? And when they masturbate, they like to fantasize about attractive women, right? So they go to what's called the spank bank, right? G4 was always good for providing people with a spank bank. Now, were the masturbatory fantasies based on real people? Did they think those masturbatory fantasies were those people? No. But you providing some sex appeal is a factor in people going to that channel. Mainly men who like to be somewhat titillated. And I'm sorry you don't like the reality of those politics, right? This is the industry. If you don't want to be in show business, don't cry about it. I mean, what the hell? Nobody made this contract. You're as much part of the social contract as anybody else, and now you want to change it?
It's somehow...
Talk to him, Frost!
It has somehow been expected that you can talk about how much you jerked off to women as a compliment. It's not a compliment.
It's weird.
It's dehumanizing.
Okay. You shouldn't talk to women. Okay, if you ever go to a woman and say, I've jerked off over you many, many, many times, it's very weird. You shouldn't do that ever, okay? Very, very weird, very creepy. Generally speaking, don't talk to any women about you jerking off, right? Used to be when I was a young lad, okay, and the world was right, and you have to wait till you got home before you made a phone call, right? Jerking off was a solo activity you will keep to yourself. And you would be somewhat ashamed of it, and you wouldn't want to tell anybody about it, right? Which is fine. However, when you're hanging out with your buddies, right, and you go, "Oh, she is super hot," that's okay, okay, yes. Is Nicola Bryant in my spank bank in many different ways? Now, in the behind the sofa of season 17, where she looks smoking hot. Yes, she is. Now, would I bring that up? Would I? No, I probably wouldn't. Okay, if I met her, I probably wouldn't bring that up. But it's like men like to, and it's a way of blowing off steam. It's not with it. This is not you. But when you go in front of the camera, you give permission for yourself to be objectified, right? If you don't be mad at it. This has been the rules for over 100 years. What do you want out of me? We didn't make this. And now you say, "Oh, I'm so offended of the rules." No. And listen, I'm sorry, go ahead and change them and see how many people watch. See how many people are interested in watching. Okay? If you don't want them to watch that, yeah. And most people realize, "Oh, I don't mind being sexy if I get to do what I want to do." Right? And if you do mind it, then you move on, right?
And it's weird. Women do not exist to be nice on the eyes for you. Morgan Webb, Olivia Munn did not exist to be nice on the eyes for you.
They did. No, you're 100% wrong. They absolutely did, right? That wasn't their exist, but that was their persona. That's why they were on TV, to be nice on the eyes for us. Yes. That's why they were that's why they were hired, and that's why they were successful, right? I'm sorry. It's just, again, this is reality. You don't like reality, you don't like reality.
Hey, she cooking, y'all.
And that's just obvious sexism. You don't need to explicitly objectify women or declare that you hate women to be sexist. Just go ahead and check out Thorne's latest meltdown on Twitter for some spark.
Who hates women? I've literally never met anyone. Oh, I hate women. Ooh. Why? Who hates women? I mean, I hate women like you. I hate men like you as well. I mean, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't hate, but I mean, you were annoying.
Notes. Now, here at XPlay, our reviews are written and produced by a team of people. There are too many games for one person to shoulder the burden. So we divide and conquer. And when we use language like we or I, that's the reviewer. That's coming from the mouth and experience of the reviewer.
I was just so freaking angry. Then quit! For God's sake, no one's holding a gun to your head. Believe me, no one's lining up to watch you after this either. Just quit. If you don't like it, go.
Reading that review. And that's not to say that Gerard, TBH, Adam, or myself don't contribute to the reviews. We absolutely do. But it'll always be in varying degrees and take a
God, okay, I don't want to hear about the behind the scenes of you making. You're boring me now, as well as being irritating, which is what always happens. Okay? I'm sorry Olivia Munn is hotter than you. Okay? And quite frankly, if you're in a Olivia Munn's body, she would no longer be hot, because this is an awful attitude that is not very attractive.
Whole team behind us. That's why we're XPlay and not Adam Play. We have done the experiment and controlled for the...
Oh, look at this pussy. Oh, my God. Oh, wait. Wait. We're going to look at him in a second.
Variables. Adam will read a script written by the same writer that I will read the other half of the script for, but I'll be the one flamed. And yeah, it also happens.
I wonder why. Oh my God, I wonder why. I've never heard of you before, but now I just know you give me a headache and I don't like you.
Gerard and TBH, but that doesn't discount the sexism of how it happens to me when it does. Both things can be true, that there is a general hatred of any change that isn't Adam, and that I'll receive special flame just for being a woman.
I don't know, will you? There are immature guys out there. What do you want out of me? I mean, it's like, just chill out, darling. If you don't like it, just leave. Start your whatever. If you think you're so incredibly interesting and talented, people are interested in you without an element of sex appeal, start your own channel. See how far you get. Go ahead. Good luck.
And I wish I could turn the camera around so that you could see the incredible team that make X-Play. Half of our producers and writers are women. Emily, Abby, Megan, Joe, Jake, Zipper, Gabby. It goes on and on and on.
I don't know the demographics of gaming. Is it mixed? Is it mainly men? Is it mainly women? I just don't know. I really don't know.
Former writers that are now on ATOS like Vanessa. When you're in our DMs or on those YouTube comments or in Twitch chat right now, those reactionary threads thinking that I'm somehow ruining your current X-Play experience because you can't object.
You are totally ruining it. You just give me a headache.
Defy me how you previously did to Morgan, or that I'm some.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're not very hot. So why listen? It's not like you make yourself attractive either. You look like garbage, but okay, whatever. You want the ring through the nose, the tattoo, the neck tattoo, you do what you want, darling. But then don't cry that people don't think you're attractive. God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that you've uglied yourself. But what do you want out of me? I'm sorry that people go, oh, she's not very hot. I would rather. Okay, if I'm whacking off, I'd rather whack off at Morgan. I have no idea who Morgan is, but okay.
Somehow less qualified to speak on something, but you can't quite put your finger on why, even though I'm reading the exact same script as that.
Because you're shit. God, I'll put my finger on it. You got an awful attitude, darling. You think the world's handed to you.
Adam, but you have no problem with he's part of it. You're letting your unconscious biases ruin my day.
Shut up about your unconscious biases, okay? If you can't prove it, if you can't prove it's real, if you can't measure it, if there's no metric for it other than you feeling it, then that's your unconscious bias. Yes, your unconscious bias that I have a bias. So I'm sorry. You get your unconscious bias under control. You see how it works?
And you're gatekeeping the gaming space. So maybe for 2022, we'd be a bit nicer, a bit more self-reflective, and we enjoy the fact that people are working hard to make free content for you. If you don't like it, don't watch it.
They are. They're not going to watch it. I get a feeling you invaded and made it. It was something they used to want to watch, and now they don't.
Peace.
Hey, I gotta back you up.
Wow. Not Tiswas, is it?
Can I just say I feel bad for you?
I don't need to go. I don't need to, Frost.
I feel bad for
I don't need to go. Don't. We're good. I'm good. That was the best it's ever gonna get out of us. I don't need to go.
Okay, goodbye. You need to go, babe. You need to go. So then, this actually ties into that. Hold on a second. Where is it? Is this it? Bingo. Go back to bounding into comics. Saxon Venus, author and critic of the comic book art form Frederick Wayhan, compares Superman to Nazism in rare interview. Okay. I'm not there. Here it is, this guy. G4 host Adam Sessler claims Republicans are stupid, racist, and drink piss. Well, that seems a bit prejudicial, right? That seems a bit prejudicial. That's it. I'll see what he's going to say. She's going to say things one of them all. Republicans are stupid, racist, and drink piss. Yeah, that sounds okay. You're just going to see these more Biden falls apart. By the way, they bring back Hillary. Did you hear this? They're bringing back Hillary for 2024. I shit you not. There's a couple of articles this weekend about how Hillary's a natural choice. I guess she is, really. They're bringing back Hillary, right? They're bringing back Hillary. It's crazy. Remember to have a small parabola, only swing between white nationalism and Nazi. Again, like, dude, you've been driven insane by social media, right? Hot damn, Republicans are chicken shit. Like, what the hell? I don't know what to tell you. Yeah, dude, the Republicans are going to clear their ranks, but not the way you hope. And then there was another one like that as well. Where was this? There we go. Oh God, the Punisher's shirt. That's so stupid. Where was it? Marvel Comics Patrick Zilcher claims all the National Socialists from Germany in the 1930s were Republican. No, National Socialist, you idiot. I can't. My head's melting. My head is melting with stupidity. Fine. I think I'm going to wrap up for tonight. I think I'm going to wrap up because I'm kind of peckaged and I want to watch the next episode of Peacemaker. Frickin' awesome. Oh, God. Go check that out right now. It's absolutely fantastic. Strong recommend. With that, I'm going to get rid of that window. And I'm going to hit the end broadcast, but I'm going to hit again. The little